right, it's showtime. Time for last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. Bob and Mike with your quick fix for sports and sports betting. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. Folks, I keep on preaching and preaching and preaching. We've got the Discord link below in the description for the paid picks and the OddsJam Player Prop mobile app, which is 100% free. You got to get that. We have all kinds of other stuff down there in the description, links for sports books, OddsJam partner program. Heck, we really need you to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also, there's a form below in the description. Get a personal one-on-one tutorial on how to make money sports betting. Mike's got a Calendly link there. I got a Calendly link there. You can book an appointment with us. We got all kinds of stuff going on, man. So you know what? Stay with us and let's make some money, because I've already made money, Mike. I'm throwing it out here right off the bat. I'm sharing my screen before we do anything, before we talk about a darn thing. I'm just going to show you that old Bob here has already hit. I did a butterfly. I told you all that I was going to do it. Under 10.5, 9.5, under 10, under 9. And the White Sox -1.5. Plus, we got the Mariners first half money line. That's a 6-0 start to the day for morning coffee. Woo! Woo!
Wow. A lot of green. So, and it looked like all the way around from what I could see, not only winning the bet, but it looks like you also beat the closing line value on a lot of those, and just all around had an absolutely stellar day, Bob. So yeah, like to see that. So, and that's what happens when you early birds. I mean, you don't leave many worms out there, do y'all?
No, not at all. All right. White Sox beat the Royals 7-1. There's my big game. 5 bets in that game, folks. They all won. Wow. Mariners beat the Tigers 7-0 over the Nationals right now, 3-1. Mets are beating the Dodgers. That's in the top of the 7th, right? By the way, A's and Nats. Top of the 7th, Mets are beating the Dodgers 3-2, and we've already started this Orioles-Guardians game. Orioles are up 2-0, top of the 2nd.
Come on, Bieber.
We have 1, 2, 3 games tonight. Don't forget, we got a slate of college football with Central Michigan and Oklahoma State playing, and the backyard brawl, baby. West Virginia and Pittsburgh. That's a big game. Plus, VMI is at Wake Forest. So a few top 25 teams. And let's not forget our Missouri Tigers are hosting Louisiana Tech, and we're hoping for them to blow them out. But here's my concern with that game, because we've already bet it, Mike. We've already done it, right? Here's my concern with that game. You know, every time the Tigers are supposed to blow a team out, they don't do it.
No, that is very true. That is accurate. Oftentimes when the Tigers are playing a team that's not good, they win the game, but they don't cover the spread a whole lot. But you got to pick and choose your spots. I mean, it's not as if it never happens. So you just got to roll with the idea that Missouri hopefully is a little more improved than they were last season. I mean, they were not good last year. I know they made a bowl game, but I mean, 6 and 7.
The quarterback who played in the bowl game is the one that's starting this year. So there we go. All right. I am going to share my screen real quick, Mike, because I've already found a recommended filter positive EV play for last minute betting for that backyard brawl game. It is first quarter money line. This is at Pittsburgh, by the way. 37-cent market with -130 on BetMGM. First quarter money line, and Pittsburgh is favored too. That Pittsburgh defensive line is really good, Mike. -174, no vig fair odds. We can get it for -130. and it's a 12.37% play. I've got to hit this, Mike.
Yeah, I'll roll with you on that. This is an interesting game. You know, West Virginia's strong suit has been their defense, so this should be a very interesting matchup here. And you know, I think whoever wins this game ultimately will probably cover the spread. I would think. I mean, honestly, if you think West Virginia's, I mean, I would take the plus 7.5 if you think they're going to win. But ultimately, Bob, I think I got to roll with Pitt.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Pitt too. Now, look at this. This just popped up, Mike. This is why it's last minute betting. Point spread, yeah. Central Michigan, plus 21.5. I haven't. Let's look at what the line is. Can we get there from here?
Yeah, click on that matchup, Bob.
Okay.
Now scroll down, Bob, and click on View Event Page.
There we go. Look at that. Mike is teaching me as I go along here.
You should know this, Bob.
I don't usually go this route. And this is why, because it always seems to want to lock up. There we go. Point spread, main lines. So we're looking at we're looking at 20.5, Mike.
Yeah. So the 21.5 is even more valuable now.
Right. Right. So if we go back to our play.
The play was Central Michigan plus 21.5. Looks like the main line was 20.5.
We got to hit it, don't we? It's a 17-cent market width. Minus 112. No big fair odds. Minus 108 on FanDuel. Don't we have to hit that? Yes.
I think you can. I mean, obviously,
half a unit. Half a unit. How's that?
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Let's hit that. All right, I'm going to stop sharing.
I am worried. I mean, Oklahoma State is tough, though, Bob.
But, oh, no, I know.
I mean,
I agree with you 100%. All right. I had to show you that the out there for us to go after. In the meantime, Mike, we've had a big trade in the NBA. This is kind of a big deal with, we're talking about a star player, and Donovan Mitchell is going to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that's huge. I mean, I think it's huge.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. You bring in a guy like Donovan Mitchell, you certainly can expect to be in the mix once again. I mean, Cleveland was a good team last year, good gritty defensive team. But Donovan Mitchell's not exactly a two-way player. I mean, you give up Baji and Sexton and Markkanen and some first-round picks to get him, but ultimately, I think it's a move worth doing for Cleveland because now you've got a guy who you can rely upon offensively. And that really, in my opinion, kind of hurt Cleveland last year was they relied upon having more of a balanced scoring. Now you got a guy who can go out and get you that 25 to 30 when you really need it and get his own shot when need be. So I think the fit will be good for Cleveland. You're already a gritty defensive team. So now you add in a absolutely amazing offensive player. So you can't go wrong there, Bob.
Okay. I think I agree with you 199%. I do have to ask you, Mike, don't we have a big college game coming up this weekend with Ohio State and Notre Dame? Are they playing this weekend?
Yeah, Bob, we've got Notre Dame and Ohio State. That is happening on what day is that? It's the late game Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see it here now. Mike, this is Notre Dame's only chance, in my opinion, to get into the college football playoff. I mean, it's their only chance. They've got to win this game.
I agree, Bob. I agree with you. I mean, but then again, I don't think they get it done. I think Ohio State wins.
I agree with you. Georgia and Oregon.
Although, I mean, I don't know that Ohio State, that 17 points right now is what it's at. Ohio State minus 17. I mean, it's the first game of the season. I don't know. I don't know if we can consider that too high or not. Right. But then again, Bob, Ohio State is going to be prolific offensively, and you could have. That's a team that I think you could most definitely have the Heisman winner coming from Ohio State.
I got to sell KJ here real quick, who says college football's here, treading lightly this weekend. KJ, boy, were you right on the Phillies last night. They weren't kidding around. They looked like they were mad, man. 18-2, Mike. And KJ called it.
Nice.
Don't you wish we would have had like a minus 10 on that?
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to take that chance, I mean, it's easy to say after the fact.
Oh, I know.
It's easy to say. It's easy to say after the fact, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But there's a lot of things going on, like I said, here with college football. Georgia and Oregon are going to be playing. That looks like it could be an interesting game, although I fully expect Georgia to win. But, it's a good test for them early, don't you think?
I mean, yeah, for sure. And back to the Ohio State Notre Dame game. I mean, you can fully expect, I think, that if CJ Stroud comes to play, look out.
Right. Another play just came up in the Pittsburgh, West Virginia game. First half over 25.5 points. Very interesting.
Yes.
So we've got a lot of upcoming games. There's so much stuff that we could get into with college football. But the main thing that we're looking for here is we're looking for any kind of positive EV plays. And like I said, this one came up. What do you think about that, Mike? I mean, do you think this is going to be an over 50 game?
I think I would lean the under in this game just because, West Virginia is kind of predicated on defense. Okay.
We got three more plays that came up, Mike. Purdue Penn State game. First quarter money line Purdue, first half money line Purdue, and over 27.5 first half total points. Either one of those trip your trigger at all, or are you on Penn State in this game?
Yeah, looking at that Purdue, what's that? The first half total points, is that what that was? Over 27.5? I think I like that one.
Okay. 21-cent market with plus 105. No Vig Fair odds plus 108 on FanDuel. These plays are going to be coming up like crazy, Mike. Like absolute insanity. All right, I want to shift gears here and go back to Major League Baseball real quick. And I just want to grab a game and show everybody what this looks like now, if they've seen it. I don't know whether they have or not. Let's just take the Braves and the Rockies. Now, on the same page, we have the money line, the run line, and the total runs right there, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not love that?
I do, 100%. Cannot beat that.
And let's look at the NFL here real quick, just to see what it looks like there. Here you go, folks. Money line, point spread, total points. Great stuff. You got 1 point instead of having to go through all of the drop downs. And once again, let's take a look at college football. And there it is again. Money line, point spread, total points, folks. This is huge for sports bettors, Mike. This is huge. This is a game changer. This is going to save you so much time. I mean, this is pretty well, we're a one-stop shop for sports bettors, right?
Yep. 100%.
Love it.
100%.
Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Let's see. I want to show you very quickly here my dashboard, which was in the 3,300 area, and I was down 100 and something bucks. I'm now up plus $40.79, guys. Huge, absolutely huge. And baseball was almost even with hockey. That's how much of the difference that made. And by the way, I hit both of my WNBA bets last night too, Mike.
Yeah. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
So KJ, beat down of epic proportion. Yes, you were on your Phillies, buddy.
So a week from tonight, Bob, will be Bills Rams. You ready?
I'm ready.
And hey, just keep in mind, Bob, Tre'Davious White, he's going to be out for a while for Buffalo. That's a big blow to that Bills secondary, man. It's a big blow.
Okay.
It's a big blow.
Okay. All right. Well, you know how I feel about Cronkies.
I love Buffalo this year. There's no doubt about it. I think Josh Allen's got a great shot at winning the MVP, maybe now more so than ever. He's definitely upped his game with his ability to run the football now. Now that's a worry, that teams have to deal with. But I don't know, Bob. I tell you what, I see a lot of people thinking the Bills should win this with ease, and I think the Rams they've got a pretty tough schedule. I think Buffalo's schedule is a little bit easier than the Rams. So I think the Rams probably, if we're actually asking which team needs this first game more, I think the Rams, it would be more important for them than it would Buffalo. Because it's in LA, it's at home. You got a tougher schedule. If you're Buffalo, you're without Tre'Davious White for a little bit. So, you're going to kind of piece this together as you go and rely on that offense once you get in the swing of things and Josh Allen to carry the way. But boy, I'll tell you what, Bob, I'm not saying nothing yet, but
okay. I got a question for you here, Mike. Are you feeling anything? There's 3 games left on the schedule. They're the Red Sox and Rangers, Colorado, Atlanta, Milwaukee at Arizona. Do you have a feel for any of those? The Braves screwed us over on the run line, messed me up the other night. The Brewers, the only one I can think that I would even want to try to hit, I think, is the Brewers, because you can actually get the Brewers on the money line, I think, for a fairly decent price tonight.
Yeah, but you got Arizona, who's been playing pretty good as of late. If you look at the month of August, Bob, Arizona only lost 2 series in the entire month of August, and one of those series was at the beginning of August against Cleveland, and that one game in that series went to extra innings and was kind of a battle back and forth. So Arizona was very close to only losing 1 series in August, which was against the Cardinals. And Arizona's at home, and they're pretty good at home, and Merrill Kelly is having a heck of a year for Arizona. So with Arizona at home for plus odds, that's pretty tempting to take right there.
So you like the money line? You could get the run line at plus 1.5 and get it for minus 142 also.
No, I think I would rather lean towards taking them on the money line for the plus odds, and the fact that they're under 500 on the road. They're barely above 500 at home in Arizona. You've got arguably your ace going, and Merrill Kelly. Woodruff is going for Milwaukee, but I just think that I would lean towards Arizona in this spot.
Let's hit it. We're going to hit it. It's a last-minute bet. We're putting it out there right now, folks. That was our last-minute bet.
Keep in mind in that Texas-Boston game, if you're betting that game, the Rangers are 33-13 against the spread as a road underdog this season. So you may want to look out for the Rangers against the spread. They're dangerous.
Really?
Yes.
Holy cow. So you would take the Rangers plus 1.5?
I would. I mean, in this pitching matchup, I don't think there's any doubt that. I mean, you're now Texas doesn't have to win this game. You can get them for plus 150. I mean, let's look at what the odds are in that game right now.
All right, I'm doing it right now.
Let's get our exact odds and find out where our lines are at.
I got it right here. Hang on.
The last I checked,
it's
Rangers,
plus 158.
Okay, so plus 158 on the money line, but look at the plus 1.5, which is against the spread. We're dangerous.
Minus 125.
Very good value for last minute.
Yeah. I you know what? We're gonna hit it. Good call. Let's do it.
We'll see if it's a good call. It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, I like that. Those were some great numbers, and those are handicap numbers, folks. You know, you got to use them every once in a while. Got to use a little handicapping ability and stats and trends and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I need to get out of baseball mode anyway. This baseball stuff's everybody talks about how they hate betting baseball. I actually really like betting baseball, and I've actually been really profitable. But that being said, it's just like the baseball season is a freaking drag.
Yes,
betting baseball is a drag. So you get what you sign up for, and you just roll with it. I'm ready for some football. 1 week from tonight, Bob, Thursday night football, and you may see us revive early betting and opening lines for in the future.
At halftime, we might do a halftime live stream. Yeah,
we very well might. That may be a spot to revive it and bring it back at halftime and see what we're looking at. I'm excited for that game. It's going to be interesting. That's a tough game. If this game was on Sunday, I probably wouldn't have bet it. But since it's the first game of the regular season on a Thursday night, I've got to dive into betting it, man. I just got to, man.
Let's do it. We're on opposite ends. I know that. All right, folks. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Mike and I will. Don't forget, we've got OddsJam Bob, OddsJam Mike on YouTube. We have our own YouTube channels. Got Positive EV videos on there. Those are recorded videos. All live streams are on this channel. All right. We will see you later, folks. Peace.